From our daily newsletter, the latest from podnews.net with Riverside. To help with the tedious job of manually getting consumption data from lots of different platforms, Podstock has launched episode 360, a tool that matches your short-form clips to their parent episodes to let you easily calculate total reach for your shows, including those social media clips. The tool also pulls listener retention data across Apple, Spotify and YouTube. Almost half of YouTube podcast listeners listen to podcasts on YouTube more than they watch them there. That's one of the surprising pieces of data from the podcast landscape. New research by Sounds Profitable. We share a link to sign up to the webinar today. And while video is comparatively new in Spotify, around a third of people there say that they watch podcasts on the platform more than they listen. If you're doing a video podcast specifically for YouTube, it had better work as an audio podcast, says Tom Webster, who might have got one of our stickers at Podcast Movement, defining a podcast as something for your ears when your eyes are busy. A new book will be released on September the 16th. It's called The Podcast Pantheon, featuring 101 podcasts that changed how we listen. It's by Sean Mallin. You can pre-order from your local independent bookstore. Triton Digital has confirmed that it's dropped its rankers of publishers and sales representatives in Australia. A Triton Digital representative told us that removing the list of publishers was in order to get more publishers taking part. The primary purpose of the ranker, they say, is to provide a comprehensive snapshot of the podcast landscape, which can only be achieved through the involvement of as many publishers as possible. To support this, we've shifted the focus towards collective industry engagement, transforming the ranker from a competitive tool into a unified resource for the sector. Well, publishers to come out of Triton's global rankers include Wondery, SiriusXM and NBC Universal, and we understand that another significant publisher will come out of the US ranker shortly. The top 25 shows in the UK was released by Edison Research Podcast Metrics. In the top 5, 3 shows are from Goalhanger. The list now includes people who only watch and never listen. Beneficiaries of that include Diary of a CEO, the BBC's Newscast, which is broadcast on TV, and Call Her Daddy. Apple has announced an event on September the 9th called Ore Dropping, which is likely to announce new iPhones. It normally means that the new iOS and macOS will come out the following week, and that comes with a change of icon for Apple Podcasts, and therefore a whole new set of badges and icons for us to use. And the Ambiz Winners Ceremony will be in New York City in February. The Podcast Academy has announced you can enter that now. Oh, and the winners of the 2025 Earworthy Podcast Awards were announced. We have a list on our website today, which includes hosting companies and an OPML file to add the whole lot to your podcast player. Among the winners is our own Pod News Weekly Review. The judges say the audio weekly version of its superb daily newsletter, that's me, acts as a barometer of where podcasting stands. And in podcast news, The 10 News is a bite-sized podcast for kids and their adults that explains what's going on in the world. It's with Airwave, and we thank them for their support this month. This week's episode of Tales from the Jails highlights how prison overcrowding, drone drug deliveries and loss of control in the UK's prisons have been a problem for over a decade, yet the podcast says nothing is being done to deal with the situation. And we've all got secrets, and with the cover of Anonymity, Closet Ed, or Closeted probably. Anyway, that invites you to listen in as other people divulge their juiciest ones. We live in a prescriptive society, they say. We're told what to wear, how to love and how to be normal, but behind closed doors we've all got freak flags to fly. And this podcast is sponsored by Riverside's Co-Creator. Meet Co-Creator by Riverside. You can turn one recording into clips, captions, show notes, and posts all instantly. AI that understands your content and market it for you. You can create once and publish anytime. You can try Riverside today. You'll find a link in the show notes, and that's the latest from our newsletter. To read all the stories and subscribe for free, we're at podnews.net.